Hey everyone, welcome back to Clinical Physio with me, Khalid Maidan. In today's video, we're going to show you a couple of ways of testing the integrity or for pain provocation of the medial collateral ligament of the elbow joint. We're going to go through two tests. One is the valgus stress test and the other is the moving valgus stress test. So let's go through the valgus stress test first of all. So we're going to take our patient's elbow from an extended position into about 20 to 30 degrees of flexion. The next thing we do is we're going to tuck the patient's distal forearm just between our arm and our chest, and that's just so that we can stabilize the elbow a little bit more easily. From there, our handling is as so. We're going to have our stabilizing hand, which is going to be up here at the distal humerus in a C-shaped position, and it's just going to hold around this kind of area, just proximal to the elbow joint. Our testing hand, our moving hand, is also in a C shape, and it's going to be cupping just distal to the elbow joint. It's going to be on the ulnar surface of the forearm, and it's going to be providing a valgus force, so going from a medial to a lateral direction like so. So just to show you what that looks like, C shape there, and then we're just moving from a medial to lateral direction. And what this is doing is placing increased tension on the medial collateral ligament of the elbow joint. What would be a positive outcome? We're looking for two things really. One is instability. So if there's a significant increase in laxity of the movement compared to the other side, that may indicate to us that our patient has an MCL rupture, where the ligament is fully torn. However, it could also be that you elicit a pain response where our patient says, actually, that's really sore on the inside of my elbow. And that may be because you have stressed the MCL to such an extent that it's reproduced pain. That may be the situation with a partial tear, for example. So that's the valgus stress test. We're now going to show you the moving valgus stress test. A point to mention before we actually show it to you, it is a very irritable test for the patient. So if you've already done the valgus stress test and that's given you enough information, you absolutely don't need to go and do the moving valgus stress test as well. It looks a little bit like this. So we're going to bring our patient elbow into a fully flexed position, and then we're then going to supinate the elbow/forearm. Our lower hand is going to be providing a valgus force, and what that looks like on the camera is as if we're bringing the forearm towards us as the examiner. We're standing behind the patient and it looks as if we're bringing the forearm towards us. So essentially it looks like this. All right, again, we're pulling towards us. That's the position we're going to be in. And from there, we're going to bring our patient's elbow from a fully flexed position into an extended position whilst maintaining that force throughout the movement. So perhaps you can see as a result why it can be really irritable and why if our patient does have a partial tear of the medial collateral ligament, it can be quite sore. So as we said, only do this if you want to be really sure about the MCL. A positive in this test, as we said, we look at instability or laxity, and we also look at pain. If it's really lax compared to the other side and you can really pull into that valgus position, that might indicate a rupture of the medial collateral ligament. If it creates a pain response and there isn't one on the other side, it may be that your patient has a partial tear and that you've overstressed the tendon which has been irritated. So those are the tests we were going to show you. Do we use them in clinical practice? I suppose the key thing, I've repeated it a couple of times, I know, we use the valgus test a lot more than the moving valgus test. Why? A, because the handling's a lot easier, and B, because it can tell you enough information that the moving valgus stress test will really irritate your patient. So it may not be that you can gain a huge amount of information, but you may well make your patient unhappy. So that's our video, guys. We hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much, as always, for watching us here on Clinical Physio.